Right, here we go. Holland, Romania. Fancy Holland for this game myself. So we'll see what happens. Hope it's better than that game last night. That was proper dog shit. That France game. That was almost as bad as watching England. It was proper boring. Really was. I'll tell you the game I think will be a classic. It's going to be Germany-Spain. That's going to be a game, that is. Personally, whoever wins that, I think will win the Euros, in my opinion. Big up BVB David. Big up to you, mate. Hope you're well. Yes, I think it will be. As I say, I hope it's a better game than that France game last night. That was bloody awful. I thought that'd be a really, really good game, and it was awful game. Proper boring. Yeah, I think this. I think this will be a good game as well. Hi, Joe. Hope you're well. Thank you for sharing Yeti's channel as always. And yeah. Yeah, it was a bit of a rugby tackle there. Oh, he's cut his head. There must be a clash of heads. No, elbows in the head. Let's have a look. Yeah, he got elbows in the head, didn't he? Joe's having a chip butty. Lovely. You cannot beat a chip butty. Do you know, I haven't. Oh, Doubt. Big up, Doubt. Hope you're well, bro. We have to do a show soon, Doubt. It's been a while. I haven't done any show, well, apart from being on here with the Yeti, and doing a couple of history shows. It's I'm sort of missing it a bit, really. So maybe I'll just set up a stream, get Yeti on. Dow, if you want to join us at some point this week, maybe Thursday or something like that, if you're around. Get a few people on, just have a general chat. You know what I'm saying? BVB David says, well, France are a tactical team, so that's more for winning types of matches. Good point, yeah. You grown a beard, mate? No, I'm going to shave it off, actually. It's starting to annoy me now. So, yeah. And the wife reckons I look like a vagrant anyway. So, there you go. I've just been lazy, man. Spain, BVB David says, Spain are the style of play team in that tournament. Yeah, that's going to be the game, mate. Germany, Spain. As I said, whoever wins that, I think will win the Euros myself. That was old thingy Bob in the crowd there. Ex Solskjaer, wasn't it? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Citus agree last night was boring. I fancy Romania to win this one. If they keep the well-drilled defence they've shown, I don't see why Holland scoring and Dutch being leaky. Yeah, they have. Totally agree. He's offside, neither. Dow's off on Thursday. Yeah, if you look, mate, if you want to, I'll set a stream up. I'll get a few people on. Get on Yeti. Get on whoever wants to join. We'll just have a general chat. See what's going with the transfers. Well, nothing's happening at Arsenal, that's for sure. So yeah, I'll set up a stream down, and then we can just have a general chit chat. You know what I mean? Maltor says, "Where's Yeti? Big up, Jez, and chat. Big up, mate. Hope you're well." Yeah, he'll be here in a minute. He's just finishing his dinner. So he's be here shortly. No worries about that. So it's Evendale, Dave and Joe, and hey, Maltor, he's having his supper. Yeah, he's killed someone, as he does, dragged him into his cave like a Yeti does, and he's cooked him on a pizza. So, bloke's got a net in his head. Yeah, so that's BVB. David said, at site, Netherlands have all right enough and talented players to score goals a bit. But yeah, if Romania score first, yeah, they've probably got a competitive chance. Good point. I have to say, I like those Romanian shirts. Pretty smart there. Actually, the Holland shirt is quite decent as well, actually. Not that I'm going to buy one. See, Arsenal dropped a load more merch today. Adidas training's crap. Can't make it up, can you, Arsenal? The amount of shit that merch they bring out. Oh, hello. No, good defending there. Joe's, who do you want asked on? I want Eze all day long. I think he's class. Absolute class. And we're going to have to, we have signed another goalkeeper, haven't we? This Garcia bloke, whoever. Never heard of him, but because I think it will be a matter of time in this window where Ramsdale leaves, although it doesn't look like he's going to go to Newcastle now because Newcastle have signed the guy from Nottingham Forest. So that's interesting. Yeah, Eze, Joe. I definitely would like us to sign Eze, going with the money. Apparently, it's out there. We've got 110 million to spend on a striker. I see Lee was talking about that the other day. Where this money's come from, well, it just proves its money's there. It always has been. And it's just the fact that we've got shit people dealing with our transfers. I mean, what has Edu been doing? Didn't buy anybody in January, so he's had since last September to do his homework, look at the right players, and hasn't happened, has it? So I don't know. It's just a shit show. It's going to be a very interesting season this season at Arsenal, I think, because I don't want another second place. I've enough of coming second now. Done it twice, right? Yeah, yes, it's an achievement and it's something, but we haven't won anything, so I don't class it as actually any good. Time is now. He's had his, we're going to have Arteta here, so he's got to prove it now. He's had all the support, the backing. So now, my friend, you've got to go and really earn your 7 million a year, Arteta. Let's see what you can actually achieve. Bowen from West Ham. Yeah, it's not a bad shout. Yeah, it's not a bad shout, Joe. I definitely like Eze. I'm ashamed. I'm a bit annoyed we missed out on Elise. Actually, he's off to Bayern Munich. I really rate him. I think he's absolute levels. That guy, him and Kane together. Oh my days! But the thing is, Bayern Munich, they show ambition, don't they? They didn't win the league this last season. Didn't win anything, so they're now showing their ambition. Going out and bought 4 players already, and they're out for it. They can't accept the fact they didn't win. Yeah, that's a team with ambition, like Real Madrid, like Barcelona. Let's see what Arsenal do. I'll be very surprised, personally. Joe says, 3rd time lucky for Arsenal or 3rd time unlucky? Yeah, 3rd time.
Big up, bro.
Big up, mate.
How's it going? Hello, everyone in the chat. Hope everyone's well. I've just been listening to what you're saying, and when I was talking to Mama the other day, Terry Fleurs was saying that Fabrizio, or whatever his name is, had released that you'd signed a defender, Salafiore or something.
Yeah, I haven't seen it confirmed.
I've not seen anything. I've not even seen the Fab post. I'll tell you what, it's a step in the right direction if you have.
If we have.
He looks bloody decent. I mean, left wing, left back, left wing, can play in the centre, great passing ability, fucking anticipation, aggression. Sounds like a decent player for like a pressing team like you've been doing, basically. Big up, Maltor, bro. How you doing? How you doing, everybody in the chat? BBB David, Joanne Smith, Si. How is everybody?
That thing you put out earlier, that was so funny.
Oh, the shorts.
Yeah.
Oh, it was supposed to be 2, but I don't know what I did with the second one. It became a video instead.
It was funny.
It is. It's a right good sort of back and forth, isn't it? It's proper decent. And I put out the one where you said my trouble with me is I live in the past.
Yeah.
And I said, I live in the past. You've got a channel called Arsenal History and More.
Yeah, it was funny.
Oh, brilliant, mate.
I'm a murderer. I'm a murderer, by the way.
Oh, you're a murderer, are you?
Yeah, I felt so bad. That little mouse that's been hiding in here. It was coming out all the time yesterday, trying to, obviously, it's looking for food, basically. Poor little cat. The cats were here trying to catch it.
Yeah.
At one point, it was down behind my desktop computer tower thing there. I could see it. And I got one of these takeaway things you get Chinese's in, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
And I nearly caught it once and it got away and then it scuttled away back under it. Very long story. Eventually, I'm sat here, right, like this, watching the France game last night. I've got Tia there, literally 2 foot away. It appeared, came out. And I was really not moving or doing anything. And eventually, I got to the point with my left hand. I've got this plastic box, right?
Yeah.
I've got it like that. But I trapped. It obviously went to move.
Yeah.
Right, and I got it right on its neck.
Oh, shit.
Oh, mate. And a poor little thing. I could see it. His head was there. And then I could see his back legs were kicking in the plastic box. And I thought, oh, shit.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man.
I've obviously really hurt it. So the only thing I could do was put my foot on the plastic box.
Yeah.
To kill it.
Cruel to be kind sort of thing.
I felt awful. I was gonna, if I'd caught it, I'd have just let it go.
Yeah.
That's little field mouse, you know. I felt awful about it.
I bet you did.
I don't like killing things unless I have to.
No, same here.
And it really ruined my evening. I said to the missus, I said, and she said, you didn't mean to do it. I said, no, I didn't. I said, it's really upset me. I didn't want to kill it. Because I've been having a battle with this thing for about 4 days. You know, he's been in and out in here. And yesterday, when he was on the bed head, and I went, and the cat tried to get it and missed, and it fucked off. And it ruined my night, actually. I don't like doing things like that.
It is harsh. I mean, I've done it like with spiders and ripped their legs off and got them trapped and all that kind of stuff. And it's not what I want to do, to be fair. But I'd rather get them outside. But sometimes it's just how it goes. Unfortunately, they're that bloody quick that you're just not quick enough to stop them. No. Big up Maltor, big up Sai. Hello, Joanne. Hope you're well.
Yes, so I'm a murderer.
Yeah, well, I won't go that far, mate, to be honest.
I'll tell you how it must have affected me, right? Because I had a dream last night that I was looking in my garden shed and it was full of mice.
All right. Wow.
So it's obviously got into my conscious, and it's like, you know.
What, you think you're becoming a serial killer?
Yeah, awful.
Mate, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I know it's sort of difficult to deal with, but, you know, you were just trying to get the thing out. A lot of people would have just trod on it straight away anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I always, you know, I wanted to try and catch it, and I'd just taken it out and let it go. But anyway, I've got to stop the cats from bringing them in. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if you lay it out and let it go, I mean, if it was me, I'd sort of like drive it to a field out of the town or something and put it there. Because if you put it back outside, it's going to get back in, no doubt, at some point.
Well, I think that's where she goes. Over there, see, over there, there's some houses, then there's the road, and then it's all like where people walk their dogs. There's a little river.
Yeah.
That's where she gets them from.
Yeah,
I think, or they're under the shed, floor of the shed.
Yeah.
You know, so what I do now is lock all the bedroom doors at night so they can't bring them in, you
know. Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? It's a tough one, to be honest. What do you think to the games last night?
Shit.
Crap, weren't they? Absolutely crap.
I thought that France game would be a really, really good game.
Yeah, I did as well.
And it was awful. You know, I was like, what am I watching here? It's shocking.
Yeah. France don't look on it at all, but like Cole said, sometimes they sort of bring it together towards the end, sort of thing. But they're gonna have to get a move on. But Mike, Portugal don't look that good. That's got to be one of the worst like lineup games in the quarters that I've seen so far.
Northside was going mental.
It was terrible.
I had the game on. I was watching him on his thing. He was standing up, and he was really angry. You know,
it was shite, mate. I don't blame him.
I'll tell you the game. And this is my opinion. Germany, Spain. Whoever wins that, I think will win the Euros.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I said to Cole today. I think whoever wins that will be the winners, and I think out of our side, I got a funny feeling the side. I mean, we'll probably find out tonight, but I think the side that will actually be facing them will be Austria.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. There you go.
We got a goal. Big up, Carl. Hope you're well, bro. And Joanne says my cat killed a frog the other day. Weird. I mean, they don't know. The only trouble with cats is they torture them, don't they?
Oh, it's a good goal, that.
They torture them and they get bored of them, basically. Yeah, I didn't see it. I missed it. Boring as hell, apart from some great goalkeeping in the second game. They were pretty mediocre. Evening all, says Carl. Hit the likes if you haven't. All right, Carl. and agree. Austria final. Yeah, I think Austria. I'm not sure whether we'll get past Switzerland because to me, our tournament is going the same way it always goes. We always like nearly fuck it up and then get a bit of luck, and then the next game we're looking for that luck, but it just don't come.
Yeah,
that's how it normally goes, and I think that's where we'll go at.
Totally agree.
I've been told I'm negative for saying that, but I don't give a shit. I'm not negative. I'm a realist. I'm a realist, mate. You know.
Oh, I was saying earlier to
The hell's he got on his head?
I might do a stream Thursday night, get a few people on. We just have a general chit chat about whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Just, whatever. Anybody, and no agenda. Anybody can talk about football, whatever they want to talk about. Transfers.
Well, it's going to be football anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, transfers out. This, that. Games.
Yeah.
England shit. So I'll see who's around to do that.
Yeah.
If you want to join and Dow.
Yeah, I'll probably jump on.
Get Anthony on probably. So I'll set something up.
Well, you probably already know you was going to do it because he'd have said it on a stream he did before.
Did I?
I say he'll probably know you was going to do it anyway because he'll have already said it on a stream before. I called that on a stream before. Like he's always saying, "Oh, I called that on a stream before."
Oh, okay.
I'm just taking the piss. All right. I tried to save the frog, but it was too late. It was horrible. It screamed just horrible. It is horrible. I mean, I've seen when, I think it was my bro's cat, Kato, and I think it was that one. And I could hear a bird screaming. And I went outside. Oh, my days. Got it, and he just clawing the chest, and all its jibs was hanging out and everything, and it was just sat there, and I had no choice but to stamp on its head.
Yeah, you can't do anything. You got to do it, haven't you?
And I did not feel good about that, but no
That's
choice.
Right. When I had its head trapped outside the plastic box, and I could see it's kicking its. And I was like, no, I've got to kill it.
Yeah.
I'd probably broken its neck anyway, so
I think you probably had it. If its legs were going like that, then I would say it was probably going to die anyway.
Oh, it would have died.
Yeah.
Yeah. So put it out of its misery, poor little chap.
Yeah, that was a good goal actually by
Gakpo. Poor goalkeeping, actually, really, at the near post.
He should have done better with that, shouldn't he? But that talking about that Fiore or whatever his name is, I mean, I've never actually heard of him, not until I read what I was reading yesterday. Sounds definitely on the right track because, we always say that you've got no cover and stuff, but I mean, if you got him, you've got Timber, you've got him, and Saliba yesterday.
Yeah.
Was awesome.
Yes.
Amazing.
Best player for France, I thought.
100%. He was absolutely brilliant. He was like manhandling Lukaku.
Yeah, Lukaku, mate. God, dear, oh dear, oh dear. What's happened to him? He was sweating like terrible.
Isn't he? I don't even know why, because he hardly ever moves.
Well, in the first 5 minutes, his shirt was soaking.
I know.
I thought, what's going on here? Must be unfit.
You know what? He's one of them players that really frustrates me. He's a bit like Pogba. You can see all the qualities and all the skills, but they're just lazy players.
Yeah.
Really frustrates me, that does. Yeah, keeper got to do better. Yeah, definitely. Oh, definitely. You don't want to be getting caught on that part, do you? You
should never concede at the near post, mate.
No, you shouldn't be. Shouldn't be doing that, really. Elliot Anderson's signed. The Newcastle lad.
Say again? Sorry.
Elliot Anderson. He's signed for Forest. Made it official on the things and everything, in the shirt and all that. So it's definitely done. He's done his interview, you know. Oh, it's a great club. It's got great history and all that kind of stuff. I don't really like them things. I'm like, just shut the fuck up, put the shirt on and show me what you're about.
Yeah.
Can't be doing with that. I know they have to do it, but we know it's a great club. We know what the history is. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Every player seems to tell us every time they sign.
I posted the mugs and things out today.
Nice one. Who's it coming by? Do you know?
Royal Mail.
Royal Mail, is it? Right, okay. I just think it because normally you get an email, don't you, that says that you've got a parcel due or whatever. So I'll make sure I'm up for that.
Yeah, I don't know.
To collect my cup, my mug.
3:30. I took the shop, the local Londish. Oh my days! Oh, I thought, as in, wow. Yeah, the local shop opposite my local pub. They've got a little post office. I took.
Oh,
I thought that was in.
It did actually look like it was, didn't it?
So yeah, you probably get that. I don't know, Thursday, Friday, something like that.
Awesome, man. Nice one. Thanks for that. Much appreciated. But I was reading something because I mean I've seen the usual comments from a lot of Forest fans. Oh, we're wasting money again. We're doing this again, that again. And there was one Newcastle fan that said something that I really, really thought, you know, really enjoyed the comment. He says he's a hard worker. He's intense. He says, and if they could build a midfield with him and Morgan Gibbs-White in it, they are going to be very hard to break down.
Fair point.
And if he's being matched to the intensity and work rate of Morgan Gibbs-White, mate, I'm signed on for that. But I'll still wait until I see him actually play before I before I say what I think about him or whatever. If Lukaku puts some effort in bed, be amazing. I don't know if that was supposed to be in bed. I think I don't know. No idea. He'd be amazing. Yeah. No, I heard you might sign him. Did that go through today? Yeah, it's been confirmed by the club. 35 million, which a lot of people think is a bit too much, but it's not really 35, is it? Because it's 35 and then they're paying 15 for Vlachodimos. So it's really 20 mil, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah.
I think it's some kind of deal we've got together or something. I don't know. Everybody's saying it needs investigating and all that kind of stuff. Not sure why. City fans are saying it needs investigating. That's the funny part.
Yeah, that'll be raising its ugly head again soon, won't it? The old 115 charges.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said to the guy. I says, you know what? When it comes to investigation, you being a City fan, I think you need to be quiet. To be fair.
Yeah.
Big up, Game Killer. How you doing? Godfather Jez.
Big up, Game Killer.
And just watching the game on my iPhone on train from work. Nice one, mate. Where's Aces? Aces has gone, mate. Aces said one or two things the other day that was out of order, and he was warned. But he still carried on.
Do.
Things that will get me fucked over, big style.
Yeah, you can't say things like that.
No, I mean, well, I actually said that on Twitter once, and I got banned for 5 days. And I didn't even say it in the context of, like, you know, anything. I can't remember. I think I was saying a joke and I used that as like part of the joke and I got banned straight away.
Yeah, those sort of things get picked up by YouTube very quickly.
Yeah, definitely.
You would get you wouldn't get a strike for it, but you'd get a notification saying, you know.
Well, the thing is, I mean, the way the caves run with my mods and everything, I mean, you know, you can do and say pretty much what you like, but I mean, if you're going to push the boundaries like that, it's like, come on, man.
Yeah, especially, you know, he was warned. I didn't see the comments. I joined later, but you know, if
I
it's
saw the first one. Cole saw it, mentioned something. Then I saw the second one. I said something again, and then he did another one. I deleted the comment, and Cole got rid of him. And I went, "Yeah, good choice. Actually, I was going to do the same, but I don't think you can do it from StreamYard.
yeah, you have to
Not
be.
something I want to be doing, but you know, if people ain't going to be adults, then it's not. I ain't got a lot of choice."
No, it's things like those sort of comments. You've got to be straight on them.
Exactly. I saw the bookies paid out on Southgate to be sacked before Jude scored. Oh my days, that's hilarious. He was warned 3 times, fuck's sake, just a numpty move to ignore the warnings. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know me, I'm very sort of lax where that kind of thing is concerned, but those kind of comments, nah, sorry. No chance.
No. No. Because it's not fair on you, because you know you built your channel. You get something from YouTube. You know, it's not fair.
Well, this is it, and the thing is, I mean, you only got to get one of these people that's watching that you know I've fell out with before, like a Pete Haywood or something like that, and they'll jump in and report that straight away, and that word will come up. Those words will come up on the algorithm, big star.
Mm.
So
He's
we'll get
disappeared,
screwed.
man. He's disappeared for the summer.
He hasn't he? He's taking a break from being a dickhead, I think.
He did that last summer. Then he came. I lost everything. This, that, bullshit. You know, I've gambled everything I had, and I've found religion and all this bullshit. And like, yeah. Then towards the end of last season, oh, you were right, Jez. I was misled by AFTV and this, that, and you're like, fucking hell, man, grow up.
Yeah, pretty much. Just having a look at the got a comment from Steve on the video I did where you said about I live in the past and all this, that, and the other. Strasbourg Steve said,
yeah,
live murder on television.
Yeah, saw that. It's so funny.
Oh man, brilliant.
So funny.
Because if you don't, you have to keep all your videos saved, don't they, to StreamYard? So I go through them every now and then, see if I can like remember anything that I want to do a short on and stuff. But I deleted loads of them today. They had like nearly 40 hours worth of stuff. You only get allowed 50, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I've got mine on auto. What do they call it? Auto. Basically, if I do a stream, if I was doing this stream now on my channel, it will overwrite one from like 18 months ago.
Yeah.
So you've always got that little window. I've set it up like that, basically. My missus said to me the other night, actually, when she was here, when she was listening to us, and she said, "You two are like little schoolboys. You're so funny."
It is hilarious. I mean, I've been looking through a load of it today, and there was quite a lot I could have done shorts on, but I just thought, that's like the main one. and then the other one.
Well, she actually said the other night, she said, I might just turn up one night when you're live and say something.
Bang your heads together.
We're just waiting. We're actually just waiting for a new delivery of plain white mugs to do the ones that people are wanting, the quizzes, my quizzes.
Oh yeah, nice
Coming from Amazon. They should be here tomorrow.
Oh, cool. How much they cost then?
Oh, nothing. I did look at getting some ones that have got red inside, the internal bit of the cup, the inside bit, red. But they're quite expensive.
Yeah.
Whereas the plain white ones, or the ones with the red handle, whatever they are, I don't know, they work out about 90 pence each, something like that.
Oh, that's it.
Buy 12 at a time,
Yeah.
In a box.
Why not? Why the hell not?
So, yeah. So they've been posted out today, and young Jamie, I posted out his key ring thingy.
Yeah. Nice.
When Carl eventually contacts me, I'll send him the new one, the new bruised banana with the badge that's behind me on it.
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
That one.
So yeah, no, Mama's in actually. Yeah, Terry on about this Calafiori or whatever signing for Arsenal. Where is that? Because I can't find anything on it.
Well, I've not seen anything. I just saw something on. I'll tell you what I saw. I saw it on Facebook, which is normally a load of bollocks.
Yeah.
I've not seen anything at all.
I've not seen nothing apart from what Terry said the other day on his channel.
Yeah, but he talks shit anyway, doesn't he?
Well, I mean, I can't. Like I say, I just can't find. I can't find it. I cannot see it at all.
I see Sava's back. Football Heritage. He said he was packing it all up. This is the third time now. He said, and then he's last time, a couple of months ago, he said, I've had enough of this, and then he said, if somebody wants to take over the channel, and he put a statement out saying that somebody was going to take the channel over, and now all of a sudden he's back. It's fucking bollocks, man.
Yeah,
it's all for clicks and bollocks.
Of course it is, and then you come back and it's like, oh, I'm so glad you're back, and all this, that, and the other. Oh, you're either going to do it or you're not going to do it. If you're going to take a break, then just say you're taking a break. Don't make it all drama filled. You know, like me yesterday. I mean, I just turned around and told the fucking truth and just said I couldn't be arsed yesterday.
Yeah, I was sat here backstage, and all of a sudden it went to that error 404. I thought, what's happened here? That's when I Instagrammed you. I said, I think the link's broken.
Yeah.
And you said, I just can't be bothered today. I went, all right, fair enough. Okay.
Well, I just got in the shower, which I'm meaning to do most of the day, to be honest. And I changed it to 5:25. And then I just thought, you know what? I wanted to catch up on UFC and all that sort of stuff and watch the latest House of the Dragon and all that kind of thing. And I just thought, I just can't be fucking arsed. And I just think, well, if you're in that frame of mind, then you might as well not stream.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree.
Yeah. Like when I just started out, I mean, the video I watched and one of the guys was saying, everybody thinks it's about quantity, but it's not. It's about quality. If you're just going to do it for the sake of it, you're not going to be giving your full self. So what's the point?
I totally agree with that comment. I think It's up to everybody does it their own way, but I think sometimes streaming for the sake of streaming, it's just rinse and repeat.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It gets a little bit really. I'm not interested because actually the content isn't really that good.
No.
That makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Just doing it for the sake of doing it, and it's a bit
Well, I'm very much a person that I don't really hide a lot of things, so you'd kind of be able to notice that I'm not really in it.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't done really since the Euros have been. I haven't really done any. I've done 2 history shows, and something like that. And I'm thinking, well, I don't want to copy what everybody else is saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the history shows they get shit views, but it is what it is, you know. So I just think, well,
unfortunately, people don't want to see history. I mean, I watched that another Cloughy documentary this morning. The England manager that never was, and it's just it's brilliant. I love that guy. Honestly, I just think that guy's absolutely awesome.
he was an iconic manager. There's no doubt about that.
It's just some of the things he comes out with, like, you know, with the Derby chairman. I mean, he like gets rid of Cloughy did resign, but he did that like every other week or whatever. But the chairman was getting jealous because he was becoming bigger than what he was, and he just didn't like it at all. And it's like, well, he was doing good things for you, and he probably would have gone on to do the things that he did for us. To be fair, and I think the biggest thing on his copybook really is the Taylor fallout. So I don't think he ever really sort of recovered from that. Because it was both needed. There was both needed.
Peter Taylor.
There was both brilliant. And the thing is, I mean, like the wives are saying, Taylor used to come out with all these like one-liners and stuff like that. And, you know, and if the players went and said like, oh, you know, I want a pay rise, I want more money, or I want more of this or something like that. And he says, so tell you what, we'll get someone to clean your boots every week. You know what I mean? So he had a bit of like that charisma banter about him as well. And he used to make Clough laugh a lot. And you don't really hear a lot of that. You don't really get a lot of that. Because he must have come out with some really good quotes as well, Taylor. He recruited. He was the one that recruited, basically.
Yeah, he was a top coach.
Talent spotter type of thing.
They had a great working relationship. There's no doubt about that.
Well, he said he was quitting, didn't he? He said he was done. He was done with football, and he told Cloughy, and he said, "That's it. I'm absolutely done with it." And then he became Derby manager, and he signed Robertson. And Cloughy didn't know nothing about it, never even spoke to him about it or anything. He just got told that he'd signed John Robinson.
No, I didn't know. I don't know about that.
It was on that documentary I was watching earlier. Really good, actually. You didn't miss out. Yeah, 2 poor games. Yeah, I did actually sit and watch them for a bit, but it was bloody awful. I'm looking at it actually and thinking, did we really get the easiest route? Because the teams that we're going to get are teams that really want it and play hard as well.
Yeah, I think that Switzerland game is going to be a major hurdle.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, absolutely. Totally. I don't, and I think, I mean, the best game today, I think personally, because Romania's not really offering a lot, to be honest. But
Nah,
the
not the
best
most.
game that I think will be Austria against Turkey. So I think they've both been pretty decent in this tournament.
Well, some people are predicting Germany Austria final.
That's what I've said. That's what I reckon it'll be. Wouldn't shock me at all, to be honest, if that was the case. Austria's been good all tournament, to be fair. They've bought it to everybody they've played. So they're not. I mean, if we get past Switzerland, and they don't look like any easy feat either, to be fair. So we'll see, I suppose. I'm not bothered because I want Southgate fucking gone. So, you know, we can go out as far as I'm concerned. I want to have a chance at a decent World Cup. We ain't going to get that if we keep this bell end. Because every time he does something, it's like he talks about it like he's the fucking messiah. I mean, all right, fair enough. We did something at the last 2 minutes of a game. What about the other 90?
Mm.
You know?
Mm.
I mean, if you're playing against like a prime Brazil, you ain't getting a chance of getting one goal and staying in it. You'd be battered.
Yeah, I just find. Oh, good shot. I just find the whole thing boring.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
I
It's
just,
like Georgia against Spain. That was a good game.
I just want to get back to normal Premier League football.
Yeah, I agree. I'm itching a bit for that at the minute. Want to get cracking on it, to be honest. Get
Yeah.
them friendlies going and start seeing what we've got. And I mean, we've let that Brandon Aguilera go as well. He's only 21. I thought he would have got a chance. He looked all right. He did.
Yeah, we got all of that, and then we got the Emirates Cup.
Yeah,
Big trophy. Yippee doo. Yippee. I cannot believe the price of these tickets in America for these Arsenal games.
How much is it?
Oh, mate. Cheapest ticket in some of in that ones where the Cronky's American football team plays. Cheapest ticket is $400.
Yeah. Wow.
They go up to over $1,000 for what they call a platinum, full hospitality, you know, and all this and all that. Fuck me, man. That's just madness.
Yeah, you can tell why their main interest is in the American market, can't you?
Yeah, but the tickets aren't selling.
I'm not surprised, mate.
Matty was saying they're not selling because at the moment, because of the Copper America, you know, football fans in America are more interested in that. And obviously not all American fans are Arsenal fans anyway. But
no.
Man, that's just madness. I mean, I think TJ last year went with his wife.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
To one of the games.
That was the one against the Major 11, MLS 11 or something, wasn't it?
MLS, wasn't it? Yeah, it was MLS 11, wasn't it?
MLS All Stars.
That's it.
And
I think he paid a stupid amount of money. And he had to pay for flights, hotels.
Is that where you're going for your friendlies again, then?
America.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Why don't we go to Rwanda? They're one of our sponsors.
It's mad, isn't it? Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah, we're playing Liverpool, Man United, MLS All Stars again. And so I think it might be Real Madrid this time. Last time it was Barcelona. It's just I don't get it.
Yeah. Si says, I still fancy Spain, Austria, but wouldn't surprise me if Germany beat Spain instead. The only thing that Germany's got ahead of Spain, in my opinion, the more a complete team when it comes to forward play, skills and all that. Spain are really good, but so are Germany. So I mean, that's going to be a really interesting game. That is.
That's almost a cup final in itself.
It is. It is. Absolutely. That is what, like you say, that could be the final. If there was both in the opposite sides, that could be the final. But obviously, it's going to be before then. But I don't know. I think Germany's got a bit more of a balanced team.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to that game.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm definitely looking forward to it. 100%. I think it's going to be a cracking game. That is. US went out last night to Marcelo Bielsa's Uruguay. US are out of the Copa America.
Yeah, they went out, didn't they? I see Matty.
Oh, right.
Matty today on WhatsApp group was on about it, saying the manager's got to go or something or whatever.
I think they've got a lot of building to do, though, haven't they? I mean, they've never been like a big power when it comes to the and they use a lot of players from the MLS as well. And the MLS is a very sort of standoffish type of league.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know a lot about American soccer. I think it needs a major investment myself.
Yeah.
You get a lot of you get like Messi and these sort of players and go their careers, which, to be honest with you, doesn't really help the American national team, in my opinion.
No, not really. Not really.
They've got to develop their own play. I've never watched any of the Miami whatever this is, and all these teams. I've never watched it, so I'm not qualified to speak. But at the end of the day, they're way short of the standards.
Yeah.
Cody Gakpo. There's 3 players in for the Golden Boot.
Nice. Germany are playing better than I expected. I got home advantage, but I feel Spain got the forwards that could bag you loads of goals if they turn it on. Yeah, I agree. I just think it's going to be a really, really good match. I think it's going to be tactics what wins it, to be honest with you. That one. Because they're both good going forward. They both can score goals for fun. So, hopefully it's not one of them where they both sort of close down or whatever. I can't see that being the case, though, to be honest.
No,
I think it'd be a good one.
I'm hoping it will. I don't want it to be a boring shit show because they're both going to like cancel each other out.
Yeah, I think it's. I think Germany will probably really go for it with it being in their country anyway.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But that'll probably leave gaps at the back that Spain can take hold of, and you've got that Yamal, who's 16 years old, and he's a baller, that guy, isn't he? And you got Nico Williams as well. He's playing really well as well. So.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that game.
Yeah, definitely. It's money. That's all Cronkies care about. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that is $400 for a bloody game, especially at friendly as well.
It's the cheapest ticket, that is. You can go spend about $1,000. Full hospitality.
It's only a friendly as well, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Must be mad.
Lee was showing it on his channel last week. He was doing a stream about I can't remember what it was just a stream, and he was talking about it. And Matty Sabanguna was saying, yeah, but people aren't buying it, aren't buying the tickets because Lee showed the stadium for the first game, and hardly any tickets have been sold.
It's mad. $400. That's more than it costs for a league game, isn't it?
Wow. I mean, I just think it's.
How much is it for a league game at Arsenal?
The league game, cheapest ticket last season was about £85.
That's what I mean. $400 for a final, for a friendly. I mean, I know they don't go over there that often, but fucking hell, talk about fucking scraping the barrel.
Exactly. Yeah.
Taking you for right mugs, aren't they? I know people want to see them because it's the only chance they're going to get to see them, but that is just daylight robbery, man. That is.
It's daylight robbery. I mean, if you say that's 400, the cheapest ticket's £400 for an adult, what's it going to be for a kid? Probably what, 200? 100?
Yeah. That'd help with your FFP as well, wouldn't it?
Pardon?
That'd help with your FFP as well, wouldn't it?
Oh, well, I suppose so.
Because it's still money going into the club, isn't it? So, or you know,
these are like massive seater stadiums. This one where they're playing the MLS All-Star team, I think it's like 100,000 seat stadium. Where their American football team, if they're called, plays.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, fucking hell, man. So if they actually fill it, wow, that's making some money. That.
Well, they did last year.
They did.
And the one when they played Man United, they filled that was filled by Arsenal, Man United, American, and fans from the UK went over to watch as well.
Yeah, they must have more money than fucking sense. That's all I can say.
Well, there was actually trouble at the game as well, wasn't there? There was Arsenal, Man United fans kicking off.
Yeah, oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So good old UK fans, travelling, kicking off. Brilliant. Well done.
Well, yeah, it's just how it goes, isn't it?
Well, actually, I don't know if it is England. It was UK fans. I don't know. It could have been American. I don't know. But
I did hear that there was some like arguing and stuff going on, but I don't know. I didn't know fully like what it was or what it was about or whatever.
There was some punch ups. Nothing terrible, but there was some naughtiness going on. I saw clips of it from people that posted it out. But I see Andy Murray's knocked it on the edge today.
Has he?
Apparently so, yeah. Apparently he said that's it. At Wimbledon.
Yeah, that started up now, isn't it?
Yeah, yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind tennis, actually. I was saying to Mummy yesterday, when you get into some of them, when they start having them really good rallies, they're quite exciting. I just not that keen on the aces. Where they just keep acing each other to shit.
Yeah, tennis is
boring, that is, but
never.
I actually prefer the females tennis, for obvious reasons. But the fact that they actually do tend to get into the rallies more than the guys. Some of the guys do, but a lot of the female get into the rallies more.
I've never ever played tennis in my life.
No.
Table tennis, I used to love playing table tennis. I love
table tennis.
I wasn't bad at that, actually. I was half decent, but tennis, just balls of shit. It's like cricket.
Yeah.
Me.
So I says, did you see Chelsea have sold a hotel to help towards FFP? How the fuck does that work? Also, Newcastle selling on staff to City. Mate, I don't know. We was talking about that the other day. It matters if you sell an hotel. I don't know. Some of these teams have got it stocked up because, It's only the other smaller teams that's getting fucked over by it all the time. Yeah, he watches women's tennis with his eyes closed.
I suppose it's all to do with your gross profit.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that because I'm not an accountant at all.
Mm.
I'm guessing it's all to do with your gross profit and how that breaks down.
Well, I mean, if the hotel belongs to the club, then the money they get for the hotel goes to the club, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would say, and with FFP, it's income, isn't it? So, I would say that's
it's
all
all
right.
It's in your books. That's the thing, isn't it?
Mm.
So if they're getting, I don't know, 100 million or something for a hotel, I have no idea.
Yeah.
50 million or something, then it all goes into your balance in the books. Oh.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I mean, it's probably, to be honest, I mean, out of any team at the minute that's finding the most loopholes, it's probably Chelsea.
Yeah, don't forget these teams, mate. They're going to have top accountants and
Of course they
solicitors
are. Of course
and
they
all
are.
that drama. So they'll find ways. Of course they will.
Absolutely, they're bound to have like big money sort of accountants and lawyers and stuff, and they're probably looking into every little thing. And I mean, it's not something that's not always ever been going on at football. You know, I mean, there's always been teams finding loopholes. I mean, look at us when we couldn't find a sponsor to start the season, and Fawaz used his air conditioning firm.
Yeah, it's been going for years, mate. I mean, you telling me, right? When Alan Sugar owned Tottenham, right?
Mm.
Terry Venables, yeah, there wasn't dodgy dealings going on.
Yeah, well, I bet they're all doing it. Jess.
Come on.
Yeah, I bet they're all doing it.
How do you think Alan Sugar made his billions?
Exactly.
It's not from honest transactions. I'm not saying he's a criminal. He's a very, very, very clever and shrewd man, right? Good luck to him. Well done, you know. But you telling me him and Terry Venables were on some dodgy deals?
I bet anybody that's got that kind of money and that rich have done some things at some time to get there.
You don't get rich like that without being a dodgy bastard. Sorry.
Exactly.
You don't.
Well, they always talk the story of Sugar as he started out by just walking to the market with like an IBM or whatever and just started a market stall and all this that, and the other. I didn't buy that for a minute.
He was a barra boy in the East. That's how he started. But it's like Sinclair when he set up the Sinclair computer things and all that. He was a dodgy bastard.
Yeah.
And they're not
Bill Gates.
They're not
Bill
nice
Gates is a dodgy bastard.
You know, you don't become a billionaire by being nice.
No, you don't.
Same as old Thingy Bob that set up. What was it? Those guys that set up Microsoft.
Yeah.
You know, they weren't nice people.
Yeah, of course they're not. Of course they're not. Si says, I just hope all the lawyers' accounts wages also go into FFP calculations. Well, they should do because they're outgoings, aren't they?
Yeah.
Should do. They're outgoings. It goes by income and outgoings, so it should do. They should, Si, because they are all expenses. Yeah, I mean, I can't see why that wouldn't be the case, but I bet most of them are hidden behind things anyway. You know, so you can't actually see what they're paying these people because there's a certain confidentiality to what you're paying somebody anyway, isn't there? To in the contracts. So, you know, in my opinion, the only way you sort it, and I said it to Mama the other day, the only way you sort it and put it on an even keel is a wage cap.
That is a good point, but
that's the only way.
When I had my business, right, right? Yeah, I had a brilliant accountant, right? He was a Jewish guy, lovely, lovely man, dodgy as fuck. He used to tell me, we need to invest in this because you're a little bit cash rich, and it's not good for the business to be cash rich. And some of the things he used to get up to, legal, right? But I used to think, fucking hell, man, the things you were doing. He used to invest in all kinds of stuff, and I'm thinking, is this right? He go, well, it's not right, but it's what we've got to do.
Yeah.
He used to say to me every year, he'd say, need to invest in this. I said, well, we don't need to. We don't need to invest in that because we've got good vehicle, work vehicles, track vans. No, all right. Well, you need to buy yourself a car. Well, I've got a car. Yeah, you bought that last year. Go and get another one. Well, actually, I like the car. I don't want to get another one. No, but he said you're missing the trick. It offloads tax against the company. And I said, well, yeah, but I don't own the car. It's leased. He said, doesn't matter. Go and change it for something else. And I said, but I don't want to. I like the car. And he'd say, well, yeah, but you got to. He said, don't forget that it goes against your tax liability in the company, and it also helps with the VAT. And I'm like, but I don't want to.
No.
You got to do it. And I'm like, oh, fucking hell, man.
Fucking weird.
Actually, jokingly, this is an actually true story. Jokingly, I said to him once, I went to a guitar shop. It was owned by a very good friend of mine. I went to school with him. He'd moved down to Brighton from North London, and he set up this guy's guitar and amplifier shop in Brighton. And I said, I was down at my friend's place the other day, and he had a beautiful, beautiful guitar. He said, how much was it? And I said, it was nearly £11,000. It's a fantastic guitar. I'd love to buy one day. And he said, go and buy it. I said, what? He said, go and buy it. I said, what do you mean go and buy it? He said, we'll put it down. He said, we'll put it down, right, as a tool. I said, what? And he said, go and buy it and we'll put it down as investment in material, in a tool. And I didn't do that. I thought, nah. I'm not good enough to justify buying a guitar of that level.
Yeah.
I said, no, I'm fucking not doing that. He said, we can put it down as an expense. I was like, no. He's not a fucking bloke. He was a lovely man, but he was a proper, brilliant accountant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
I just sometimes thought, if he was to fuck off and I had the customs and excise come to me, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Just like, nah. I was a little bit too straight for all that sort of shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like where I used to work. I mean, that boss said to me, he says, you never get anywhere. You never get anywhere. You never get to these stages of a boss and all this, that, and the other unless you screw someone up at some point. And me being me, I just turn around to him and says, well, that makes you an absolute wanker then, doesn't it?
That's how these multi-millionaires, billionaires, whatever you want to, they're not honest people.
No, definitely not.
You don't make billions in business by being honest.
No, of course you don't. Of course you don't. Well, look at Trump. I mean, he bought a property and just pretty much said to the people that was living there that you're not living there anymore. You're getting this payout and that's it. Get out.
Who is the guy? He's a Dutch guy. He's actually was renovating a massive. It's not far from me. This place, about 20 miles away.
Mm.
He was he was a massive landlord, owned properties all over the place, and he got done in the end for being a slum landlord.
Right.
Nasty, nasty man, and he got done for something really bad. He's still in Clink now, and this property he was renovating is still there. It's not finished, probably never will be. I forgot it's got a funny Ooja Glink or something like that. Nasty, nasty, nasty man. He had all these properties in Brighton, right, and other locations, and he used to just evict people illegally.
Yeah.
He'd send the heavies round and kick them out, which is illegal, right?
Yeah.
And most of the properties were like in falling down anyway. Eventually, he got done for something. It's something to do with a murder of somebody.
Okay.
And he's in Clink now, and I can't think of his name. I remember seeing interviews of him, and he was a horrible, horrible, horrible man.
Mm.
And these people were living in pure squalor. A lot of them were like student accommodation type places. And yeah, I mean, nasty, nasty, nasty man. But he's multi-billionaire from being horrible.
Just the trouble is when you've got a lot of money, you know that there's people out there that's going to do whatever it is you want. That's why you've got these tosser debt collectors and all this kind of stuff. If it wasn't for those people, what do you think the council would do about people not paying council tax and stuff? They're not going to go round themselves. They need these people that they're going to pay a lot of money to just knock on your door and say, right, we're taking this and we're taking that and we're taking the other. You know, and it's just one of those things. But you need those scummy bastards to accept the wage in order for it to work.
True.
You know, it's like these coppers now, these plastic coppers. You know, well, I mean, they've got no power. I mean, I would never in a million. I mean, I wouldn't want to be a copper, but I certainly wouldn't want to be a copper that's in a uniform but got no power.
No, I actually feel sorry for the police myself, because I watch these police programs, in police interceptors and things like that, and they catch these wrong uns, and then you see, oh, this guy was uninsured, unintaxed, on drugs in a car or whatever, and you see, oh well, he's 17, hasn't got a license, no insurance, no tax, and oh well, yeah, he's when he gets his license, he'll be banned for a year. Oh, he's been fined 200 quid and this, that, and the other. You think, what the fuck? No wonder these police get the ump.
I think you know, I get what you're saying, but I think sometimes in that respect, I think some of the judges that let people off and stuff like that. See, the thing is, for me, there's one way that you deal with it and one way that you can make it right. And that is you turn around to a judge and say that basically, if you let this murderer go or you let this paedophile go, you've got to sign something to say that if he reoffends, you're going to serve the time as well. And then you might get you might get them thinking a little bit more about it.
Yeah, but you see this, Yeti, people, you know, these murderers, rapists, whatever, right? They get put in prison, right, for 20 years. They're out after 10, and they come out and reoffend.
Yeah, try not to say that, mate, if you don't mind.
What?
That word that you just said.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, beg your pardon.
Yeah, that's another one that's like a major fucking
well, you know, they reoffend, and you think, well, but they got out after 10 years.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, mate. There's so much corruption. It's unbelievable. I mean, I was watching I was watching a thing the other day about this guy that had just he got like Joker tattoos, and he just took this woman, decided to strangle her, and then ran off over another woman and stuff like that. And then you got all these pedos and all that kind of stuff. I don't give two fucks, right? If I was one of the top lawyers or something like that, yeah, and they turned around to me and said, if you want to advance your career, you've got to defend that paedophile that's done something, with loads of kids or whatever. No way. No fucking way. You can offer me whatever money you want. I am not defending that piece of shit. No fucking way. Not a chance.
No, totally agree.
And if you want to know what people really are, there's actually people that will do that just to advance their careers, try and get somebody off for doing things like that. And to me, it's just like, nah, I'd rather throw the job in, man. I'm not, there's no way I'm standing up for someone like that. Because the thing is, when you're behind closed doors, that little prick is probably going to turn around to you and say, oh, I did, or give you some details and all this, that. I won't be able to handle it, mate. I'd probably end up on a murder charge.
Yeah.
By killing him for saying it. You know what I mean? Sorry, I couldn't do it.
It's the practice that a lot of these top lawyers work for. They get millions for it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, money's not
millions and millions of pounds.
No, I'm more bothered about my credibility than not my credibility, but I couldn't live with myself.
No, I couldn't. I mean, I don't know if you watched it. One at Christmas about Mr. Potts and against the post office one. The scandal about the what happened to all the postmasters. People that own the little post offices and got done for fraud, and it was actually the Fujitsu Horizon system that was at fault. And it's all going on at the moment, isn't it? It's all going through the inquiry and stuff like that. That woman that was the CEO at the time of the post office, she should go to prison for that.
Well, yeah, there's always things like that, though, isn't there? That they don't get it. Don't get it, mate. And just baffled the fuck out of me.
People went to prison, ruined their lives. Couple of people committed suicide.
Yeah. But I mean, yes, we live in a world. In order to be all right with people and recognise their delusion of identifying as this and that and the other, we live in a world where you can get an offender who gets put into prison and he's been attacking women or whatever, and he decides to put a dress on and pretend to be a woman and gets put in the woman's prison. I mean, come on. I mean, we live in a world that does that. It's just the most ridiculous fucking thing on the planet.
Modern society, mate, is fucked. There's no question.
It's bizarre, isn't it?
This trial at the moment is going on in Brighton of that woman that was they killed their baby and it was found in the allotment in Brighton. And she came from a very, very rich family. Turned her back on it to go with a complete arsewipe, right? They had 4 other children in care. They should go to prison for life.
Of course they should.
Personally, to me, they should be hung. Personally,
Well, I agree with you. I agree with you totally. But the thing is, we live in a world where sooner or later people will be looking at serial killers and saying, "Oh, well, he had a bad childhood, so give him a break." Like, give me a fucking break, man. My ex-boss used to buy clocks and watches better than gold. The right ones only appreciate in value. And a young lad in the village has been done 3 times in the last 5 years for no driving license, but all they do is give him a ban. He always drives to work. It's jokes, isn't it? We're pretty much in a lawless society, to be fair.
Some people have got no values, don't care.
No. No, they couldn't care less. I mean, look at how many sort of old people get mugged and stuff like that. I mean, it's just, or they go around the house and say that, we've got to come and check your meter or something like that. and then they rob them and stuff. I mean, some people are just absolute pieces of shit, and I seriously do think at this point in time, the devil has definitely got his hands on everything at the minute, because there is just some evil bastards out there right now. Agreed, yes, she should face some serious consequences after the number of lives she wrecked, and the companies too.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is some absolute pieces of shit out there. Seriously. But there's no law. There's no law, Jez. Because of the thing with the guy, the let him have it thing, where they did the crime, and then the lad was only 15 who actually did it, and so they stopped the death penalty. Now, I'm sorry, but I think for some people it should still count. I think it should be done based on circumstances.
If it happens, if the evidence is so concrete that there's no reasonable undoubt, then sorry, that's your time.
They should, yeah, 100%, totally. Because you're putting them in prisons, you're asking them in prisons all the time, and then you're saying, "Oh, we've got no space in the prisons." Well, maybe run the law properly. I mean, to me, it's just pretty obvious. If you've done this or killed so many people or something like that, then you should forfeit your life as well in the worst way possible, in my opinion. In the worst, most painful way possible.
Well, those two kids that killed that little Jamie Bolger in Liverpool.
Yeah.
They went to prison, youth offenders prison, came out, got new identities, and then the one kid, one of them, got done for having inappropriate child material on his computer.
Yeah.
What is wrong with? Anyway, let's stop this conversation because we're.
Well, they're right now, mate. To be honest, but Mama will tell you that she knows a lot about that sort of stuff. They need to update our legal system. Some of our laws were made in the 60s, which is totally irrelevant today. Spot on. Yeah, it needs a bug shake up for sure, Mama. Yeah, I get where you're coming from, man, because it's like there is. Oh, here we go. Second, I think. Yeah. It does, it does frustrate you, but it's like talking about it just makes you angry because there's not anything going to come from it.
Yeah, checking it, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't know if he could have been offside, mate. He was quite far forward.
Yeah.
Mind you, I mean, Romania's not really offering anything, have they?
Offside. 11's offside. No doubt about that. He's offside.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. No, definitely no doubt about that. Mind you, it's an English ref, isn't it? So you never know.
Why can't the referee make that decision? He can see that.
That's what I'm saying. You can see it 100%.
To VAR, he can see he's a good half a yard offside. For God's sake,
100%. It's easy to see, isn't it?
Why can't the lino? There you go. I mean, it's obvious to me. The linesman could see it. That's what the linesman's there for. Put your flag up, fella.
Yeah, that's the thing though with VAR, because they've got it, they always have to use it. Because it costs money, don't it, to actually fit and all that kind of stuff. So it's like they always feel they've got to use it all the time, when it should be, you should be able to do it by what you.
I think too much power has been taken away from referees and linesmen in those positions.
I agree, but I think they've easily relinquished it as well.
The lino should have gone, bang, you're offside.
I don't think the thing is, for me though, I don't think the refs at any point have turned around and gone, well, what's the point of us being there then? Oh, we want a bit more than that. I think the referees have actually accepted it very easily as well. Whereas it kind of gives them money for nothing, doesn't it?
Well, don't forget these referees are on a lot of money a year.
Oh, no, you're telling me the other day.
It's not like in the old days.
No.
You had a full-time job
Well, they do less. They do less now as well. Because all they do basically is go, oh, I think something happened there. Blow me whistle. Right, what happened? Okay, all right. You know, I mean, that's easy work, isn't it, really? I mean, I know you've got to keep up with them, keep fit and stuff, but that's just general everyday thing anyway.
I told you, didn't I? I think I may have told you. I when I was at British Gas, working out at Croydon, there was a guy there who he worked in the marketing department, and he was seniorish manager. He refereed a League Cup final. Can't remember which one. I was a junior referee at the time, and I said to him, "Oh, man, blah 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 blah." And I said, "How much did you get for that then?" He said, "No, you get match expense." And he said, "I got like something like 150 quid to referee a League Cup final," and he was a proper Class 1 referee at the time.
150 quid.
And I said, well, if you have to go up to like I can't remember, I said Manchester or something like that. And he lived in Epsom, right, south of Croydon. And he said, well, I'll get match fee, I'll get hotel, and I'll get travel costs. I said, so roughly, how much is that then? And he said, well, I don't pay for the hotel, the FA does. He said, I'll get my £120 match fee and I get travel expense. Now these guys are on like over 100,000 a year. Full time. Yeah. They're full time. And if you're a FIFA listed referee, you're probably on about 120 grand a year.
Yeah.
It's just bollocks.
And like I say, and as well as that, they get more money and doing less. I mean, at that time when your mate were doing it, he was making all the decisions and, you know, had to rely on his linesmen and all that kind of stuff. These lot pretty much just stand there in different coloured jerseys with a whistle.
When I got my Class 1, right, I was getting £15 a game. Driving to a game in my car, 10 pence a mile.
Oh, mate, that is crazy, isn't it? That is crazy when you think of how much it's changed from that. Mama Flossie says, and just last week, they were saying once prisoners have served 40% of the sentence, they should be released as prisoners of full. That's what I'm saying. What's the point in life? Just end them, man. Just end them.
Don't get that in America, mate. If you get life, it's life.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they give silly sentences, don't they? They like 400 years. You know what I
mean? Mind you, they have got the death sentence as well, haven't they, in some states?
They do in some states, yeah, they do. Yeah.
I mean, does it really cut down a lot of the crime, though, the fact that they've got the death sentence? There's still a lot of crime, isn't there? There's still a lot of murders and everything takes place.
You're gonna have the nutters that are just going to be criminals.
Oh yeah. So it's like all the gang places and stuff. I mean, you know, I reckon if you sort of walk around those areas, there's bodies everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Gakpo is a whole different beast in a Dutch shirt. Yeah, he is, definitely. They get 200 grand when they ref in Saudi. 200 grand. Oh,
that's tax free.
Yeah. Mental, isn't it, really? Mental. That's another thing with these rich billionaires and stuff like that. They're all fucking tax dodgers.
Yep. Wish I could have some of it.
I know. Tell me about it. But they're all tax dodgers. I mean, it's like that thing what I think it happened with Arshavin, didn't it? I think it started from Arshavin, where the club was paying his tax. You know how you get taxed on your wages?
Yeah.
Arsenal started to do, I think it was with Arshavin, if I remember right. And they did his contract where it was built in that he wouldn't be paying any tax. The club would be paying it.
Fair enough.
I'm like, what?
That's illegal, surely.
Well, I would have thought so. Yeah, but I mean, it was like a major thing that was like talked about that was happening. I can't remember where I saw that. I think it was on a documentary or something.
That wouldn't spoil. The ice cream man's outside.
Thing is, I mean, I don't know. I mean, is it illegal? I mean, if his tax is getting paid, it's getting paid, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I mean, I would have thought though. It's I don't know. I don't.
They probably hid it behind the fact that when he gets his wages, the tax is already took out. I can't remember where I saw that. I saw it somewhere. I can't remember where it was now. Go on then, Romania. Get involved. They're a bit flat tonight, aren't they? Romania.
Yeah, they're not playing
really offered anything. One of the guys in a gamer stream I watched turned up in chat for the first time in ages. He'd been in hospital as he took a stray gang bullet. He's now looking to move. Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean round there. I mean, yeah, gunshots and shotgun shots and everything all the time, and the police helicopters above all the time. You've got flashing lights going on all the time. Crazy place, man.
When we were in Los Angeles about 10 years ago, we were on our way. We were flying actually from Heathrow to Los Angeles, then on to Auckland in New Zealand.
Yeah.
We were just having a walk around. Hotel was in quite a nice area, not far from the airport. And we were just walking around one evening, had a nice meal, thought we'd go out for a little walk around. We heard gunshots.
Yeah.
We off back to the hotel. It's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, a guy I used to work with, he says he got off the plane. I can't remember where it was. He said he was now, and he went into the gas station to ask for directions, and somebody held it up while he was there.
Mad.
Fucking hell, man! And apparently now, like before, it was like you was okay in the city. You was all right in the city as long as you didn't go into like the Bloods and the Crips areas and all that kind of stuff. You'd be okay. And they always said if you're driving through those neighborhoods, don't even stop at the lights. Just keep going, because otherwise you're going to get robbed or whatever. But apparently the city's even worse now because you've got all the immigrants there. You're not even safe there either.
Well, over here in the UK, there's certain parts of certain cities the police won't go.
Oh, totally. There's lots in Leicester, Bradford.
Yeah, they won't go there because of all the whatever.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, to me, you've got a job to do. You don't get to pick and choose where you go and where you don't go. You got a job to do. You get paid money to actually be in that kind of situation. You're on danger money. So, I mean, sorry, you picked your job, that's what you should do.
I think we should have all our police armed anyway.
I think the trouble with having like police armed is like, I'm not being funny, but I mean, a lot of the things that I've seen is, I don't think, honestly, and not a lot of people won't like this, but I don't care. I've never been bothered about upsetting people or anything like that if I've got something to say. But I don't think females should be police officers, to be honest, because I've seen a lot of videos where you've got these female police officers and they just panic. When things go off, they just panic. I've seen coppers get shot because they run away and all that kind of stuff. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, a female is really good at like talking someone down and all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to the other part, no, sorry. I mean, and the amount of times in my life that there's been like a female security guard or something like that. And as soon as like things get too heavy, it's can I have a male? Can I have a male? Can you get me male assistants and all this, that, and the other? Oh, I mean, I'm not being funny, but if you need that, then should you really be the security anyway?
I don't know about that one. I mean, I'm not. I don't know. I've seen some. I've seen some female police officers that I wouldn't want to fight with. I'll be honest with you. You know what I mean?
Oh no, I mean, well, I mean that like I say, that's the exception to the rule. I mean, it only comes from like the videos and stuff I've seen and things like that. And I do know women can be very emotional as well.
Yeah. Well. I mean, I've been at games where you see female officers and horses at football matches, and they're riding their horse and that sort of stuff. I'm thinking, I wouldn't fucking mess with her. You know, I mean.
But I mean, that's a good point. You just made a really good point there, because when I was watching, you know, like when there was all that stuff going off in London and stuff like that. I mean, they're on the horse, and this was guys as well. This weren't just women, by the way. But there was guys on the horses as well, and they're like backing the horses into the crowd. You know, so the back of the horse is actually into the crowd, and I'm thinking, if that fucker kicks, that's going to kill somebody.
Well, if you're causing trouble, unlucky.
Yeah, but I mean, not to get. I mean, you shouldn't be backing a horse up to a crowd, mate.
It's to push him back, though, and it's control.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But what do horses normally do when someone gets behind them?
Kick.
They kick, don't they? I mean, they're obviously highly trained, I would imagine.
But they are very highly trained, those horses. It's not like an everyday Joe horse, is it? They are exceptionally well trained to do a job. Not a police dog, you know. I mean,
police need to do their job, but they need to do it against everybody, not just certain people.
Right. I was working at this guy's house. He was a police dog handler, and he had a proper kennels thing at the end of his garden. He had two dogs. One was a sniffer dog, like a beagle. I don't know what sort of dog it was. But he had a German Shepherd, and fuck me, this thing, right? This German Shepherd was big, and it was barking its bloody head off in its thingy bob. And I said to God, it's when I had my German Shepherd Gunner, and I said, "Cool, that's a dog and a half." And he went, "Yep." Yeah. I said, "Wow." I said, "I won't get mixed up with that thing." Said, "All the time I'm here, you're fine." What's it like with your kids? He had two little girls, about 4 or 5 years of age, and he said he wouldn't touch them. He'd protect them. He said, but he said, if you were to make a move towards me, my wife, or my daughters, he said, if he was out, which he wasn't, he was in his kennels, had a run type thing, you know. He said he'd rip you to pieces. I thought, yeah, I bet he would know.
Oh yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree with that. To be honest, I mean, they are very well trained. I mean, you know, the way they get hold of some of these criminals and stuff like that is kind of funny, because they don't mess about. They're proper biting their legs and all sorts of stuff. But you know, they deserve it at times as well. So I mean, I don't have any issue with that. But where police are concerned, I think, like Si says, they're everywhere. They're a pikey site near Gosport. I know cops won't go near. Boss had 2 diggers and a dump truck stolen. They got trackers on. Police know they there and wouldn't do shit. This is my problem. There's a lot of selective policing, and that is my issue. If you're committing crime, it shouldn't matter who you are, what religion you are, whatever you are. You should be fucking dealt with the same way that anybody else is. It's a fucking law. It's not a law by fucking who you are and what you look like. Sorry, that's not the way it works.
Totally agree with you. Totally agree with that.
And I do see that a lot. And there's a lot of time, like, I mean, we've seen my cousin actually. This car was getting broken into, yeah. And they rang the police to say that these lads were stealing this car 2 hours
Mm.
till the police turned up. 2 fucking hours. I mean, I rang them. I rang them when lads had obviously pinched the car or whatever, and were going up and down this small street. And I thought, if somebody like walks out or something like that, that's it, they're dead, because these dickheads are going like 80, 90 mile an hour. And I rang the police, and they said like, have you been out to speak to them? I'm like, no.
That's your job.
Exactly. If I go out and speak to them and they start attacking me and I beat the fuck out of all of them, then you're going to arrest me. So why would I do that? And then she went, oh, you'll have to stop swearing or we'll come to arrest you. I went, I'll tell you what, come to arrest me and then you can get them as well. Then you can have a job lot.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, mate, look, I agree with you. There was 6 years ago, my next door neighbour down the road, he used to work, well, he does, he owns an electrical company, right? One night the neighbour cut the doors down, heard something going on, went out, and she caught these two people breaking into his van. So she's gone out and started shouting at them, and they've jumped in this car. And Mark's come out, and he's like trying to stop them. Another neighbour over there has come out, reversed his van to try and stop them. They've drived up the pavement, right, hit a brick wall, got out, done a runner. So one of the neighbours, can't remember who it was, rang the police to say these guys have been trying to break into his van and everything. They nicked a couple of drills and things like that. And they've crashed their car into this neighbour's wall, and this and that. 3 hours it took them to come out. 3 hours.
3 hours.
And when they turned up, I went out there and I said to him, "Oh, that's it, 2-0."
And the worst. Go on, carry on. You haven't finished yet.
Anyway, I said, I went out there as well with Gary over there, and we all said, well, we've all seen it, all happened. They're going, well, basically, we'll get the car taken away for forensic evidence. Right? Never heard nothing ever again.
No, exactly. I don't. I'll be honest. I don't like them. To be honest with you, I don't like them. Don't trust them. Don't respect them either. To be quite honest with you, I've seen too many things and been involved in too many things. Not criminal things or anything like that. Just seeing what they're about and everything. And I just find I just find them so frustrating. And the thing is, it gets me as well. Is like, if you like, I mean, you've probably not seen him, but there's a YouTuber called I can't remember what his name, Audit Britain or something. I don't know what I can't, AB or something. But you know what? When they're outside and they're filming, like just filming the street and filming the station and stuff, about 50 officers come out. So, sorry, explain to me again how you haven't got enough police to come to a car that's getting stolen for 3 hours. I'd say it's bullshit. It's bullshit. And in my opinion, they only work for the government now anyway. There's so much two-tier policing going on nowadays. It's unbelievable. Si says, yeah, he had a similar thing with pikeys poaching deer on the farm. They asked me to lock all the gates and go try to find them. I replied, they've got rifles, you twat, do your job. Exactly. And then pikeys ain't going to mess around. Because they can do whatever they do and then they're gone.
For 2 years up the road, there's some football pitches. And they used to get on there and park up, and the crime rate around the area used to go up tenfold.
Yeah.
Right? And then to eventually, the council has now put all around the area, like in the ground, these fence, like big thick wooden posts.
Yeah.
Can't get on there. And this one day they were getting kicked out. The police were quite clever, actually. Right, they were given the notice to leave, and further down small football pitches with a iron gate to get in, and the police stood there, right, and watched them cut the padlocks off,
Yeah.
right, to open up to get in. But the reason they did that, right, is because that is breaking an entry.
Yeah, of course it is.
So they could be evicted the next day.
Mm.
The police let them do it, which is quite clever of them, to be honest. So as soon as they did that, they were served a notice. You've broken, because the other place before they put the wooden posts in was just open land.
Mm.
They hadn't committed any criminal fine, any criminal offence. They're just driven onto 2 football pitches and parked up, even though in the middle of a housing estate, right? So the police let them do it, watched them do it, and then said, right, the council was stood there, right?
Mm.
They did it, and they served them straight away, and they were gone the next night. But
Oh yeah, I mean it is smart to do that. But I mean, if the police are actually there, then they can actually do things like that. The whole point is that they're not there. And the thing is, I mean, we had a situation where you got these pikers or whatever, and they was in the caravans and stuff, and they left, and then the owner. I mean, the trouble is, there's too many open spaces that they never do anything about and never do anything with. And basically, they put these, them big like metal containers. The owner got a crane to put loads of them in front of the gate. Yeah, the pikeys turned up one night with a crane to fucking move it. I was like, well, oh wow.
I think people would tolerate it more if they weren't such thieving bastards and left so much shit around.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the thing.
I know
The thing is, they are unlawful, aren't they? Let's face it. They are just nothing matters to them.
To travel, and it's in their DNA, whatever you want to call it, right? Yeah. If they weren't to be such thieving bastards, right, breaking into vans when they're in your vicinity and nicking shit and all this and all that. I mean, one woman when they were there, right, she was walking her dog up there, and these 2 guys tried to nick her dog.
Really?
Actually tried to nick her dog, and the dog luckily was I don't know what dog it was, but it basically fought back, and she got away with it. I mean, like, if they were to be nice and say, right, pitch up, and I mean, it was in the town here where I live. They were going to restaurants, eating and fucking off out, right? They were going to the local shops, nicking shit and all that. Stuff was getting nicked from sheds, kids.
Yeah.
And the police knew.
That's the worst part, isn't it?
They were there for 3 days. They were here. The police are there every day, watching them, right? And they did fuck all.
That's what I'm saying. That's my issue with it, mate. To be honest.
This
is my thing with these police interceptor programs and all this, that, and the other. They're just showing you what you should be seeing, really. I bet they don't show you every situation that they go through. My mum and dad always watches it, and I'm like, because they're like, oh, they work so hard and all this, that, and the other. I'm like, fuck off, man. They drive through the fences anyway. Few locked gates just means you got to fix everything tomorrow. In the end, the boss paid 30k, dug a trench around 2,000 acres till they got round that, and they still got round that. Yeah. They know what they're doing. They probably go on that many places. Big up Mama Flossie, off to walk the dogs. Be back soon. And if I got no problem if they want to nick from big companies with insurance and backup fail safe, but they nick from the common man, self-employed, etc., and that's why I fucking hate them. Yeah, that's the thing in it. They're not picky about who they who they do pinch off or whatever. They're just unlawful, aren't they? Basically, they just don't feel that any laws means anything to them.
Yes, they leave. They shit in the bushes, and when that was happening 2-3 years back now, I know somebody who lives opposite that area, right? And he said one morning he's up going to work about 6 in the morning in the summer, and he says there's a woman, right, yeah, with her cats down, having a shit in a bucket. And he said I can see everything she's got, and she just goes up and throws it in the bushes.
Wow.
I mean, that's the sort of thing. That's where they get no respect. Anyway, enough of that.
Enough of that scenario. Enough of the other scenario. I mean, we're like two grumpy old men today. Aren't we? It's the bloody club's fault. Get signing fucking players, so we've got something to talk about.
Exactly.
Yeah, the thing is, you're always going to get stuff like that, to be honest with you. But I hear what you're saying. What do you do about it? That's the thing. I think you need enough people to say, look, we ain't having this fucker anymore. And that never happens. So, fortunately, we have a lot of people in this country, Jazz, that like to say, lest we forget, and then sit back and do jack shit.
They're all the do-gooders. Oh, it's their right of their history of doing this and doing that. Well, yeah, okay, but stop affecting other people then.
Yeah, definitely. And what's up with Freddie? He's not normally staying under the bed. Is it raining?
Not down here.
Because when it rains and thunders, that's when he tends to be around me all the time. There's no rain or thunder. What are you doing, you prick?
Got a mouse.
Probably, yeah. Mate, nothing gets in here. No spider. I haven't seen a spider ever since he's been here. If he sees them, that's it. Boom. They're done, mate. Finished.
I'm not so sure my cats don't bring them in sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh my days, what a goal that is. What a goal that is.
Oh, let's have a look.
Oh.
Well, to be honest, Romania will probably be in tears after this game, but they've offered nothing.
There's been shit. I mean,
that
was a bit like the Henry goal against Liverpool. He just went straight through the defence there.
Oh, I tell you, talking about one of my favourite goals, and you won't like this either, but when Ryan Giggs against Arsenal.
Oh, the FA Cup.
That was a goal, that was. He ran through one of the best defences.
Yeah.
The league's ever seen.
That was at Villa Park. I was at that game.
I remember watching it on the TV. What a goal. What a run and what a goal. I mean, you look at it's crazy, isn't it, when you look at Man United now and then you think about what they had then and you think to yourself, what the hell happened? Well, it's obvious what happened. They lost the man who was putting it all together, didn't they, Alex?
Yeah, I mean, that was an awesome team. And then the week later, we went out of the quarterfinals of the Champions League to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Remember that week very, very, very well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's because I always think about like Fuzzy. It's like, you've started your channel at the worst time because you used to be absolutely dynamic when it comes to teams. Fucking amazing. I used to love watching Man United, to be honest. I used to fucking love watching them.
I didn't.
No, I mean you've got like the major kind of rivalry with them. We didn't really. So. I used to love. They had such a good team at that time. It was fucking amazing. But you know, I mean, replacing someone like Ferguson. I mean, you can argue we've never replaced Clough because they ain't They're not easy managers to replace, are they?
I saw a bullshit comment today, which I'm sure is bullshit,
What's
about
that?
Wenger going back to Arsenal as an advisor.
Who?
Wenger.
Oh, Wenger. Yeah, it sounds like that. Why would he do that?
Can you imagine Arteta accepting that?
Exactly. He ain't gonna do that.
These people.
Why would Wenger want to do that? He's been away from it for ages. He don't even talk about Arsenal, does he?
He's got a job with bloody FIFA anyway. So what's that about? Wenger isn't going to. Sorry, Arteta's not going to accept that.
Nah, I wouldn't have thought so. No chance. You're not going to have somebody like Wenger telling him, like, you know, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. Well, yeah, Fuzzy probably missed the glory years. Yeah, man, he did. He did. Big style.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to take a few years to come back.
Yeah, today. Right, anyway, next stream is at 10 to 8. This is 7. About 10 to 8, I'll probably have a drink on that one as well. And it's been fun anyway, having the chats and stuff. Get a little bit political, but, you know, sometimes if things are on your mind, they're on your mind. Romania's didn't really turn up in this fucking game for me.
Terrible shit.
They were awful, weren't they?
Didn't offer anything at all.
No, easy win for the Netherlands. So they're the first team through. We got Austria and Turkey coming up later, which I'm expecting a good game out of that.
I'd hope so.
Well, Turkey's been pretty much on it most of this tournament, and they really won it as well. You can tell, and Austria the same. They're both really hard-working teams, and they're both pretty damn good, to be fair. So, you want to call your channel out, Jezza?
Arsenal History More. And go do a stream probably Thursday night, general football chat. Just a general football chat. And yeah, catch you all in a bit.
Yeah, nice one. Catch you all in about an hour's time, let's say, and then I'll start things up again. So, yeah, how it goes, guys. Keep it real, keep it Yeti. I'm not really seeing a lot of teams in this at the moment that really standing out. There's only 2 for me that are really sort of standing out. But hopefully, be a good game, Austria and Turkey. And one more thing, guys. We shall see you later.
Take care, all.
Catch you later, guys. Take care. See you in about an hour.